You're watching AI Biz Stories, real business cases created with artificial intelligence. In the late 1990s, this was the place to be on a Friday night. Rows of VHS tapes, the smell of popcorn, families browsing the shelves. At its peak, Blockbuster was worth over $8 billion, with more than 9,000 stores worldwide. A decade later, it was gone. Destroyed not by bad luck, but by a tiny startup that once offered to sell itself to Blockbuster for $50 million. That startup was Netflix. This is the story of how Netflix destroyed Blockbuster, and how a $6 billion mistake became one of the biggest blunders in business history. It all began in 1985 in Dallas, Texas. Entrepreneur David Cook opened the first Blockbuster video. His idea was simple: use computers to manage thousands of movie rentals efficiently. While small local stores offered just a few hundred titles, Blockbuster offered thousands. Customers loved the bright lights, the clean aisles, and the massive selection. It felt like the future of home entertainment. By 1987, there were 17 stores. 2 years later, businessman Wayne Huizenga bought in, and expansion went into overdrive. At one point, Blockbuster was opening a new store every 17 hours. By 1994, Viacom acquired the company for $8.4 billion. At its peak, Blockbuster served over 65 million customers around the world. Friday nights at Blockbuster became a family ritual, picking a movie, arguing over the last copy, and racing to the counter before it was gone. But 16% of Blockbuster's revenue, nearly $800 million a year, came from late fees. Those late fees would soon become Netflix's greatest weapon. In 1997, Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph founded Netflix in California. The idea came after Hastings paid a $40 late fee for returning Apollo 13. Netflix had no stores, no late fees, just DVDs delivered by mail. In 1998, its website launched with 925 titles, nearly every DVD available at the time. Customers ordered online and returned movies whenever they wanted. By the year 2000, Netflix was losing money and offered to partner with Blockbuster. Reed Hastings proposed running Blockbuster's online brand for a small fee. Blockbuster's CEO, John Antioco, laughed him out of the room. They rejected Netflix's offer to sell for $50 million. That moment became one of the most expensive decisions in corporate history. In the early 2000s, Netflix perfected its subscription model. No due dates, no late fees, unlimited rentals for a flat monthly fee. By 2005, it had over 4 million subscribers. Blockbuster tried to copy the model and removed late fees in 2005, losing $200 million in revenue. But Netflix was already looking ahead to streaming. In 2007, Netflix introduced instant streaming over the internet. 2 years later, Blockbuster launched its own platform, but it was too late. Netflix invested in algorithms and data, personalizing what people watched. By 2010, it had 20 million subscribers and a market value of $13 billion. While Netflix soared, Blockbuster sank under $1 billion of debt. It missed the digital revolution and clung to physical stores. Internal conflicts and slow leadership made change impossible. In 2007, new CEO Jim Keyes famously said, Neither Redbox nor Netflix are on the radar screen. He couldn't have been more wrong. Between 2008 and 2010, Blockbuster lost nearly $1 billion. In September 2010, it filed for bankruptcy. By 2013, only one store remained, in Bend, Oregon, a living museum of nostalgia. Blockbuster didn't fail because people stopped watching movies. It failed because it ignored how people wanted to watch them. Netflix kept adapting, from DVDs to streaming to original content. In 2013, it released House of Cards, transforming into a media powerhouse. By 2025, Netflix had over 270 million subscribers and a value above $250 billion. Blockbuster's legacy now stands as a lesson taught in every business school. The $6 billion mistake wasn't just rejecting Netflix, it was rejecting change. In business, nostalgia is deadly. Innovation wins. Every time. I'm your narrator, and this was How Netflix Destroyed Blockbuster, the $6 billion mistake. Subscribe for more true business stories, created with artificial intelligence. You're watching AI Biz Stories.